question. Too many people in this world judge their self-worth and how they look. Now, some people have good days, some people have bad days, some people have more bad days than good days. And if you're judging yourself strictly on this, you can be an angry person because you're going to feel God didn't bless you the way He blessed my friend. God didn't give me the behind my friend's got. God didn't give me the skin my friend's got. Yeah. So our value should not be placed on physical attributes alone. It should be placed on who we are as a person. And invariably, if we feel we're ugly, then we act ugly. And we allow people to treat us ugly. It's all about self-esteem and self-worth. That passage has made some people cry. Because I've seen it. Because I work with individuals and I've seen so many people who do not love themselves. As much as they want to admit it, they're angry with the world. And if you can read that passage and that lifts and it changes your paradigm. Yes? Changes your paradigm. Let me just show you something here. Changes your paradigm. This is simple. This is a session I do called the 3 P's. P is the secret of happiness in life. What do you reckon the P is?
Peace.
It's the secret of your everlasting success and happiness in life.
People. People.
Personality.
Purpose.
No.
Profit.
Pride.
No.
Passion.
Power.
At least we're getting all clean answers. You're a good crowd. You're a good crowd. I like that. Give us some points. Right. The secret of happiness, of everything you do, is this P.
Perspective.
Personal.
Respect. Perception.
Perception.
The secret of your happiness is perception. In fact, there are 3 P's. Perception is listen, if I stand here today and your perception of me is of X, then I'm not going to do any good to you at all. So everything starts with your perception. In fact, it's called your paradigm, your set of beliefs. This is what personal development does. It tries to change your paradigm, tries to change the lens in which you look through the world. You know, I'll give you a quick joke. I used to go to church, right? I used to go to church. And whoever goes to Pentecostal church here? Anybody? Who's seen Pentecostal church where they sing and dance and everything? Look, I was walking past the church one day and I thought, let me go in. And I went in the church and I sat down. This woman sat next to me, very demure young lady. And then the preacher started, you know, and then I saw her like this. You know? Because I'm new. What's happening here? Like this. And then when the preacher ramped up, she jumped up like that. And then sat down again. And I looked at her and I thought, my God, people in are crazy. Back to church again. So the guy must have thought I was leaving for the collection. I was leaving for them. So I went to America and I heard this preacher talk. He came to an event, and I'll be honest with you, I felt so touched. And in my mind, I said, you know what, I need more of this. I went back to the same church. About a couple months later, I sat down. Who sat next to me? Same woman. Preacher started. Same woman. When you have, she jumped up. And I was sitting there. But there was a difference. Because now, the lens I was looking at her had been changed. My perception of her had been changed. It wasn't that she was a mad woman. This is the woman who was feeling the spirit. And she was displaying it. And I looked at her and I smiled. Because my whole perception had changed. So if my whole perception had changed, what that then brought in is the next P. And the next P is perspective. Because my perception had changed, my perspective, my whole stance on the situation had changed. So, your perception of me will dictate your perspective. The position you take, God, this guy's rubbish. This guy don't know nothing. This guy ain't got nothing to teach me. I'm going to fall asleep. Or this guy's got something that I might have to leave with, so I'm going to pay attention. So we have the first P, perception. We have the second P, possibilities. You know what the third P is? I've just told you. I wasn't listening. Tested. Perception dictates the perspective, which will then determine any possibilities that will come from anything in your life. The 3 Ps, trust me, it is essence. Your perception of your relationship, your perception of yourself will dictate your perspective, will then determine any possibility you have.